Hey, happy healer. Come on, bud. Get a drink, Bossy. It all came together recently. I put all Boston's little paddleboarding games to the test. And this is something we started back when it was cold. Paddleboarding is a complex behavior. There's a lot of little things involved with it. So what Boston and I did is we broke it up into little games, things we could chip away at starting in the cold weather to get ready for the summer, to get ready for paddling season. We did the wobbly board in the yurt game. I got him used to his PFD, his life preserver, until that became an announcement of doing fun things. I introduced him to the paddleboard as his own idea away from the water in my front yard. And then later we moved it down to the creek to introduce some water concepts. Separately, I worked on his swimming. That was its own series of little games. At one point we were at a lake and we did do some easy paddleboarding, calm water, real low stakes. This wasn't an endurance test. It was just, can you get on the board? Can you hang out and paddle? And we'll go back to shore. I started repping getting on with a little bit of a travel, then getting back off on cue. Free. He loves getting on and off the paddleboard. I just want him to wait for the green light to get on and the green light to get off. Not as his own decision, but on cue. There's this 3-mile stretch of river waterway on the north end of one of my favorite lakes near where we live. It's a great trip. You go, you meander through the reeds, there's birds, there's other wildlife. So my buddy Kyle and I decided to head off on this particular paddle, and I thought today would be a great day to see if Boston could bring everything together. Now I wasn't 100% sure how it would go with Boston, but we're at a point where it's a good time to just kind of send it, see how it goes. Lots of little games that lead towards complex behaviors. At some point, you watch and see how the dog brings it all together. That's dog training.
Remember this picture. Good job. Yep.
Now right away when I put the paddle on the water, he jumped right on.
Nice.
Just like, let's go.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I've seen this before. Now in the beginning, he did have a little knucklehead move. Damn it, Boston. He jumped off, trying to get back to Kyle. Come on, come on. Holy shit! I didn't think you'd do that. Boss, load up, come on. No, load up. Yep. But gave him a little verbal correction. I was like, hey, get back up. And he had to struggle and swim, and I had to pull him back on. Just the right amount of stress. So I was like, hey, don't get off until I say free. And then after that, he was pretty rock steady. One thing I did not expect was needing to portage through sections where the water was too low, but he handled it like a rock star. And because of all those stability games, he rode the board even with me carrying it. I was able to drop it back in the water and get on going.
Yeah.
The float itself was beautiful. The weather was great. We got a little bit of a break from the wildfire smoke that morning, so it wasn't too bad. We saw turtles, we saw fish, tons of birds. At one point, we saw this huge heron.
Yes. Good.
And we just kind of floated quietly. Boston was curious, but he was a good, neutral observer of the bird. He didn't let his predatory impulses take over. He maintained composure on the board. I was really proud of him. Overall, it was an awesome trip. And I got to challenge Boston's understanding of all this appropriately. It wasn't too much, just the right amount of challenge and stress. And he passed that test with flying colors. He gets the game. The more we paddle, the more I clarify the game in different environments, the more mature he'll get in his understanding. It's important to me that Boston develops this quiver of behaviors that lines up with doing outdoor stuff together. There's a tons of things that I like doing, my kids love doing, and we want him around for as much of it as possible. So it's nice to know that paddleboarding is well underway. In my opinion, that's what training is all about. Creating systems of communication and understanding and trust so you can get out and do more fun stuff together. Right, Smith? Come on, bub. Alrighty. I think we got our shot. Thanks for your help, pal.